Hey guys.
What's going on, guys? What's up?
It's been a while since we've done one of these. I don't even remember the last one we did. Maybe
Skyfall.
Skyfall?
It was Skyfall.
That was a long time ago.
Long ass time. Back in November.
November. It's May now.
Well, we're back again. This time in hopefully high hopes. With Iron Man 3. Now, this is different from my normal shiz. I actually watched the trailers to this one. And, needless to say, I'm scared and excited at the same time. Can I not make a left here? I don't think I can make a left here.
Oh.
No left.
Oh, well, that sucks. Go to 42. Go. Make a. I can just go on. Do you want to go on the highway? Do you care?
I don't want to go on the highway. I want to avoid that.
Well, then I don't know. Just go in here and make it. Just turn around, I guess. Go on.
Yeah, I'll go in one of the parking lots.
Yeah,
anyway.
Sorry.
LPBros Dirty Laundry. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this one. Do you think we should, make a quick, I mean, because we already did this during the Avengers, but make a quick retrospective of the Iron Man movies?
Oh, just the Iron Man ones?
Yeah.
Well, we can sum it up really quick. The first one's good. The second one's not that good. It's watchable, but it's not good. And then Avengers is
It's really not even passable to the point where it's watchable, in my opinion. I don't know. I thought it was extremely weak.
Maybe I like it a little more than you do, but it's still not good.
I've watched it multiple times. I know I've watched
to.
that piece of shit multiple times, but
I have it also.
It's really just an embarrassment on the franchise, in my opinion. IMO. But, the first one was phenomenal. It had great effects, had great acting, and had pretty much everything it needed. It had Jeff Bridges, especially.
Jeff Bridges was great.
But yeah, that's about all I really have to say. That was the quickest retrospective we could have given.
Pretty much. So, what do you know about this one, Dave?
It's got Mandarin in it.
And who's the Mandarin, Dave?
Coolest villain ever.
Do you think, really?
I don't fucking know anything about Mandarin.
I don't know anything about it. He seems like Osama bin Laden from the trailers. Like, he just seems like a terrorist who's just blowing stuff up.
In Japan and Korean, is Mandarin's Korean, right?
Maybe.
That's just the name of his
You'd
character.
probably know better than I would.
I don't know.
And it looks like there's a bunch of new Iron Man suits. Like, did you see that trailer?
Which I could see going multiple ways.
Yeah,
they introduced one more in. They introduced one more in Iron Man 2, and it already made a clusterfuck. I mean, they introduced one in every single one.
They introduced several in every single one.
Yeah. Like, everyone always... Because that's the main plot of Iron Man. Everyone tries to copy it.
Yeah.
So that they can gain the power. Unfortunately, they're not as smart as Tony Stark or rich.
Yeah.
But, this one I could see going in several different ways. I've heard from numerous people that the movie was friggin' awesome.
I've heard both.
You've heard mixed...
Good and bad, yeah. You're going to make a direct right, because I made the mistake of going straight one time.
Yeah, I got you. But, I could see this movie going several different ways.
As can I. Oh, we got fries.
Mm-hmm. 5 guys.
Good.
Well,
I'm interested to see is if it ties into the Avengers a lot.
That's what I'm hoping it does.
Because it's the next phase. We're building up to the Avengers 2. It's they already assembled, they disassembled, and I want to see what they do with the new solo movies that are coming out.
How they tie the world together.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if they do that right and they do it well,
make it right.
Good.
I said it right, not a straight.
I go down here anyways. This is the easiest way I know.
All right then. If you know where you're going.
What was I saying? Yeah, if they can do this whole thing right, they can make it a really immersive experience.
I can't even see you, dude.
Yeah. It's probably one of the problems of shooting this shit in the dark.
That's better.
But, yeah, I don't really want to dawdle on the thoughts video too much. See, one of the reasons I want to make this thoughts video a little better, this review, is that we always end up saying, like, at the
it
end,
was awesome.
Yeah, we literally have nothing cohesive to say.
Exactly, because we're usually too geeked out.
Yeah, I really want to get my thoughts together for this one.
Maybe we'll benefit if we just do it back when we get back to your house.
Maybe.
And, wait a little bit. Instead of just doing it in the car, since we have time this time.
Hopefully my computer will be all set up by then.
Yeah. Anyway, I think it looks good, but then again, it could not be good. I don't know, we'll see.
Easily right now, it looks good, so... I'm more excited for Thor, though.
Thor does look good. But I don't know, I'm really excited. I like Iron Man better than Thor, but I'm really excited. Alright. Cool. See you guys.
Later. Alright, so we got done watching Iron Man 3. This is in my basement, by the way.
And I gotta say about the movie,
I was really disappointed.
yeah, it was not as good as Iron Man 2. Iron Man 2 beat it by a mile.
Can't even keep a straight face for that one.
Psych. I loved it. I thought it was probably the best of all these
three.
Avengers movies, except like any of the Avengers movies except the Avengers, because
I marveled at that.
that's amazing. But yeah, it was great. I loved it. I loved the twist. There was a bunch of twists and turns and stuff I didn't see coming. It was great. And it was just like it was everything I wanted in a standard action movie, plus a lot more with the Iron Man characters, and I thought it was great.
Yeah, there are a lot of plot twists in this I couldn't see coming.
There's some stuff I did see coming, though.
Yeah, and I think it was meant to be like that, personally. You know, it was supposed to be like that. Mandarin.
Awesome. Let's not talk about that, though.
Yeah, we don't really want to discuss you'll see when you actually watch the movie, but, yeah. The movie overall was just pretty phenomenal. Like,
I thought it was amazing.
The only problem I had, one of the only problems I had were the transitions they made.
Yeah,
into different cuts.
Just like the shot, like cuts between shots.
You go, hey Ryan, see you later.
You should put that in there.
I don't know how.
I don't either.
I haven't spent with Vegas
There's
that
probably
much.
a way, but there's just these weird transitions between shots.
It was just
It's just
odd.
yeah,
Like,
and it felt out of place. Like, there was like an intense moment in the scene where you didn't even know the scene was gonna end. They just whoop wipe.
Other than that, it just takes me out of the atmosphere.
Yeah, it does.
It looks like something that should be in a comedy sketch.
Exactly. But like I thought from the trailers that it was gonna be a lot really serious, and there were a bunch of serious moments, but it had a really good amount of comedy in it too.
Yeah.
Like I laughed a lot.
Which is honestly,
Iron Man.
it's what it should be. Almost every superhero, I think, should be like that. You know what I mean? You know, there was Captain America, which tried to take itself seriously, but it was cheesy serious.
Yeah.
Then there's Spider-Man serious, which is sad, pity serious, and then it gets real funny because that's how Spider-Man
Exactly.
is. There's Thor, which is just Thor, really. That's all you could really say about it. Then there's the Hulk, which is just retarded serious, but you know what I mean? But,
yeah.
like, this movie did not try to take itself as seriously as Iron Man 2, which I'm very proud of.
I don't think let's not talk about that.
Iron Man 2 is the worst, probably one of the worst superhero movies of this generation.
Unless you got Batman and Robin.
Of this like the 2000s and onward.
Alright. Daredevil. Remember Steve's argument for Daredevil? Daredevil wasn't that bad.
He'll defend anything as long as it's got a penis. Oh wait, that's Dennis. So, I don't know.
Anyway, I loved the balance of seriousness and comedy a lot. I loved Robert Downey Jr.'s performance. One thing I noticed, though, is, like, other characters just kind of came and went, like, just disappeared for, like, half hour, then showed up again.
Yeah, I think that was trying to, like, balance them out, but they didn't really compare to Robert Downey Jr.
Well, I would hope not, but...
Well, there's just a way to balance that stuff, but... You know, there were parts I didn't like about this movie. Legitimate parts, and there's probably going to be more once I watch it again. But as it stands right now, I wasn't in the movie theater at any point saying, what the fuck, so
yeah,
that's
exactly.
good. You know
Except
what I
for
mean?
that little kid.
Yeah. I loved him in A Christmas Story.
That's not what I was talking about, but...
I know. Other than that, you know, I was talking earlier that we should make a more serious review, but there's really not much more to say than that. It was literally just
I thought it was
what
awesome.
it did what it needed to do, bring the energy back for Iron Man.
It did. It had a lot more, like, I can't explain, like, I don't fucking know.
You know, it also did a subpar job. It did a subpar job at this, but I think it was still cool nonetheless how they tried to connect the Avengers and this together. You know,
it was
subtle.
mentioned.
It's very subtle.
Yeah.
Like, you know, at one point the main villain was talking about, oh, a guy's hammer flies out of the sky and suddenly everyone's in a panic. Like, the world's changed and things like that. And it really makes that transition pretty well. It's just like, where was the Hulk during all this? Then where was Captain America during all this?
I guess we'll find out during their movies.
Yeah. Because Iron Man, for the most part, takes place directly in all the Americas most of the time.
Yeah. Except, like, in the first one, we went to Afghanistan for, like, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, no, like, twice. I had something else to say, I forget. Oh man, I love all the performances, like a lot,
Yeah.
all of them.
Pepper Potts definitely got her. I think her character's finally starting to grow a little more. I think that's one problem with Iron Man 2 that I had, is that she don't have the many problems, obviously, but
Do you just like that standard like, Tony,
literally she was
I'm gonna whip
just
you into shape.
there, honestly, for support, and then the support had to end somewhere, and this is where she really makes her comeback. I'll say that much.
I mean, she didn't really show up a lot till the end, but when she was there, she made an impact. I think.
So if I had to rate this movie, it's hard to say because I don't really know quite yet, and I never do, because
In my
we really
opinion,
just saw the movie 30 minutes ago that we walked out of the movie theater.
maybe
40
an hour
minutes
ago. No, about an hour ago.
The movie ended at like 11. We got out of the movie theater at 11:30.
All right, close to that. Yeah, I don't know, because my opinions of these movies always change.
And that's the point. We give our heat of the moment opinions on these things.
I'd probably give it a 9 though at this point.
9 to 9.5 at least. I can't say anything less than that, and I can't really say anything more than that. It was just a really, really good movie. It's what Iron Man needed to do. And in a way, I think it could have been a lot more, but I think if they tried to go all out and do a lot more with it, it would have kind of ruined Iron Man in a way. Because they really need this movie to bring the energy back. And if they do make a 4th installment in the series, that's when they can have their chance. They have the upper hand to do what they need to do.
I mean, there were a lot of moments that just made me like, go, wow, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Like a lot of moments like that.
But it wasn't Avengers like fangasming, oh my god.
Yeah.
But it was still just like
Iron
Man is Iron Man again.
I don't think anything's ever
And
going to top
better.
those the Avengers. Oh, maybe the Avengers
And no
too.
Marvel movie at least.
Yeah. But for what it was great. It's don't go in expecting like something amazing. Just to go in expecting to have a good time with the movies, and you'll have a blast. That's what I did.
Yeah, I really had to. It took me a lot of it took all my energy to go in there with like an open mind, because after Iron Man 2, it's like I was so excited for that movie, and I ended up so
Yeah, I
disappointed.
consider this more of a follow-up to the Avengers than Iron Man 2. So that's
really.
That's how I saw it. It really is.
So
anyway, we really liked it. I liked it a lot.
I really liked it. I agree. I also recommend you guys see this in 3D, because the stereoscopic 3D really works in its favor, I think. The effects are great too, and
Of course.
the acting is just like the score. I really like to compliment the
good
score
too.
Whoever made the score of this movie did a really, really good job.
I think Robert Downey Jr. is really underrated in these movies, especially in this one. He's really good.
Yeah, the reviews aren't looking terribly well, are they?
They're
very mixed.
They rated under.
Apparently,
The first one.
Chinese version's not going over well or something like that.
Really? Probably.
That's what I heard.
I don't know. I can see.
I don't think it has. I don't know if that's the review. This is just something I heard.
Probably because of the Mandarin.
Well, yeah, it might be, but other than that, it might. I don't know if it's the reviews or the fact that it's a little.
And if you haven't,
insulting the culture,
if you haven't,
both.
if you haven't found spoilers for the movie, don't do it, because it'll just ruin the
save
experience.
yourself the trouble.
It'll ruin the
it's
experience.
not worth the spoilers.
I loved not going in not knowing anything, except there was one thing that both of us knew, but it wasn't really that big of a deal.
And it was the ending credits. After every Marvel movie, spoiler alert, there's an extra credit scene.
Yeah,
that's what you wait for them.
Stay after the credits, because it's worth it.
So
I think it's worth it.
So yeah, 9 to 9.5 ranging for both of us. I'm undecided so far. I don't think I can say much more than what I've said.
Do you think it's better than the first one?
Yes. By a pretty big margin, honestly.
The Avengers is.
Iron Man 1 was a good warm-up for Iron Man. Iron Man 2 could have been the next step, and then they didn't take it. It was kind of a fall. This was kind of like... I don't know. It's like an almost revamp of Iron Man, of what Iron Man is, you know what I mean? It felt like it was a new thing.
It did. It didn't feel like the other two, because there's a new director, and I think you could definitely tell that. And it didn't feel like that much of a follow-up to the Avengers. Like, the Avengers was mentioned, you see a couple clips from it,
right,
just like a flashback, but it really doesn't play much of an impact on the story. But
so
I think they did a good job.
Yeah,
a really good job.
Agreed. So I don't have anything else to say about this game. Do you?
This game.
Well, I always do that.
Can't wait for Thor 2. All right.
Thor 2 looks amazing.
See you.
See you guys later.